was having to freestyle it a bit there. Hello everybody. It's me, Jim Sterling, playing the Slaughtering Grounds live for your entertainment. If you bear with me one moment, I'm just going to double, triple, super duper make sure that everything's working as it should. And then we're going to play some Slaughtering Grounds, which, at the moment, is being played to celebrate. As many of you know, after years of following my work online, I am a gracious victor. I am a magma. I am Magma, the Pokemon with the lumpy Jason Voorhees head. Either way, I'm a good sport, that's what I'm saying. And as a good sport, I am celebrating the return of my Slaughtering Grounds video, the reinstatement of my good standing YouTube channel status, the defeat of Digital Homicide and its imminent uprising publisher, they're clearly the same people, by playing the Slaughtering Grounds live. As I should, as I have the right to, as the crow flies. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. Anyway, the point is we're going to play this now, because I legally have more rights to play the Slaughtering Grounds than anyone, because I have been certified allowed to play it. So we're going to go deal with that right fucking now. Let's play. Have I got any money? I've got 35.72 valuable cash money. So that's it. You don't have enough money. Well, I've just upgraded. So anyway, here we go. No, not multiplayer. Oh, fuck. I don't play multiplayer. That doesn't... Oh, shit. I hit exit game. That's fine. That's alright. We'll just boot that back up. I mean, we're still going. It's still good. Here we go. Right. There we go. Single player. There. That's gonna work in a minute. It just takes a moment. There we go. Here we are. So, as I say, celebrating. For those of you who aren't up on the history of my relationship with this game, several weeks ago, I did a video of the Slaughtering Grounds, what you're seeing here. I did a squirty play on my YouTube channel, and Imminent Uprising responded to, because look at it, I was clearly unkind towards it. Some would argue I was too kind. They responded by taking my video and then overlaying text over it, slagging me off, having a go at me for accusing me of not playing the game correctly, being a fucking idiot, and they also penned the phrase Jim fucking Sterling son, because they wrote it as me in a hilarious parody. And as you can tell from this game, they've got a wonderful sense of humour. I also see that even though they claim to have patched it, they've not patched out the infringing images of the blood spatters, or even cleaned up the artifacts where they've tried to make the images transparent. Anyway, point being, so they did their little commentary of my commentary and showed themselves to be not great sports. I then did a commentary of their commentary, which is mostly me laughing over their commentary. And they then did another one, a commentary of my commentary of their commentary, in which they stopped trying to be funny about it and just came off as really kind of bitter and sad. All the documentation of that is available on my YouTube channel. There is a Jimquisition I did on it, which is currently only on the Escapist site. Greg said he had no problem with me posting that one on my channel, even though that is an escapist one, because they're not going to put it on theirs, because obviously our association is resolved. And so anyway, I'll put that up at some point now that I can, and you know, that gives you a good overview of the whole thing. Anyway, point is, the Slaughtering Grounds dev, Digital Homicide, spent a long time boasting about how they spoke with a lawyer and they've got a case against me. They tried to claim that they've let other Let's Plays go up, but they're keeping my one struck with the DMCA takedown attempt because they believe I uniquely infringed on their copyright. They don't understand what copyright law actually is. They don't understand that them disagreeing with criticism is not an infringement of copyright. And now they understand, because as of today, I got an email from YouTube saying they've reinstated the video. How gracious of them to let me out of their guilty until proven innocent system.
Game over.
And so, yeah, that's the basic version. Like I say, I'm trying to rush things up. Oh, shit, sorry. Okay, that should make my... Sorry, I see people saying my voice is very low. I am sorry. Fucking hell, I wanted this stream to be my first one that, like, goes up on my YouTube channel and everything. And I've started it off quiet. Hooray! He's fixed that! When the game launched, mines only worked when you stepped on them.
Game over.
Because why not, you know? As you see, when you die, you respawn with all of the ammo you had when you died, because they don't quite understand how to make a failure state. And very much like a lot of these Unity-born games, you know, they don't know how to make levels. You'll notice that it's a very familiar trend with these shitty Unity games that end up on Steam. They make huge maps and litter them with hodgepodge assets because they have no fucking idea what they're doing. That countdown you see at the top, I learned during an Escapist live stream that that's just counting down to the level ending, because again, they can't make levels with beginnings, middles, and ends. So their way of getting around that is to just count it down and then switch the map out for another big, stupid, useless map. Anyway. Yes, Shedhog says that minutes are still 61 seconds long in the world of the Slaughtering Grinds. You see British police officer there. Again, just to really hammer home how they're using store-bought assets. Look at them all just stood there doing nothing. If I can find it somewhere, there's a British police officer, there's a British telephone box just littering the environment, and USPS mailboxes, creating this this zombified realm that exists outside of time and indeed space. And there's the telephone box. Here we go, look. British telephone box right next to American fire hydrant, American USPS box. It's even got the logo on it. USPS. Fuck off, zombies. Oh no, I'm low on health, whatever will I do? Fucking hell. Like it matters. Anyway, hopefully I'm not as quiet as I was. I forgot to switch the microphone setting over to the one I use for live streaming. The one that boosts the mic audio more. Now, in the developer's whining commentary of my commentary, American Dumpster, they told me that the plane noise that you should be able to hear overhead if you listen carefully indicates a new drop of pickups. Bear with me. I'm having a little drinky poo. I'm going to place our mine in a second, because why not? Yeah, impressive. Oh no, the zombies have become frenzied. Now you'll notice, and the devs were very keen to point this out when they were upset at me, that there are quests in the top left corner. They call them quests. They're more like challenges, and I even hesitate to use that. You know, blow up 10 zombies, which I guess is a lot more possible now that the explosives fucking work. Perform 10 headshots, that's the one you almost always get, and kill 10 zombies. I wonder what ammo that goes to when you pick it up without a gun selected. Because there's no ammo per weapon, it's one universal ammo box, but it only gives you ammo for the weapon you're holding at the time. Something else that the developers were annoyed about when I mentioned how I never picked up any shotgun ammo, and used what they called the worst weapon in the game. Good games, of course, don't have worst weapons to the point where if you use it, you're never gonna have any fucking fun. Then again, even when you play with the best weapon in this game, you never have any fucking fun. Now, a big part of the developers' contention was that I called this game an absolute failure when I only played the first, 10, 12 minutes, however long the first Squirty play lasted. To date, I have played over 2 hours of this game now. I did the original 12 minutes or so, 10, 12 minutes, and the 2-hour gym tour activity on the Escapist channel. After this, it will have been a lot more than 2 hours, so I think I can say wholeheartedly, and without infringing on anybody's copyright, that this is an absolute failure. Let you dodgy bastard. Oh yeah, Oscar Rosie, you're absolutely right. Playing this game does kill you slowly. You know, many of you will think of me as a jolly round fat fucker. But that was before I started playing the Slaughtering Grounds. I'm now very similar to Gary Oldman's character, Mason Verger, in Hannibal. Kind of mangled, atrophied on a bed, going, Cordell, Cordell, inviting Julianne Moore round so I can tell them about the kids that'll do anything for a candy bar. Cordell! That's the life I live now, and it's all thanks to the Slaughtering Grounds. Tricky bastard. Look at them, they don't know what they're doing. Just shoot the guy in the tux who looks a bit like the gentleman from Buffy. Okay. Oh, here comes, is this a mummy? I think this is a mummy. Let's say no artistic cohesion. Oh, let's have a look at these guys jumping about a bit. Fun. Let's see what's going on. So just looking at the chat in there. Thank you, Celtic Stag. It says I'm playing the game very well for an atrophied old bastard. Oh! So you just gotta catch them in the classic T-pose before they die. Developer told me that's what they typically call it. I normally call it the crucifix pose. And it's because I used to watch too much wrestling back in the day. And I was a big fan of the wrestler Raven, who did the crucifix pose as his entrance. He'd come out and he'd pose a bit like that. What about Raven? I'm annoyed that cop got involved there. I wanted to get a nice close-up on that gentleman while he was passive. Bum 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 bum. Zetsukan, if I've got time, I will show you the parkour and the Nemesis system available in the Slaughtering Grounds. Yes, of course, the zombie that did kill me just now was promoted to the rank of General. And, you know, we'll try and find him again and kill him so that he stops moving up Mordor's ladder. Bum, 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 bum. The music, if you're interested, never changes. That's what this is like forever now. So yeah, I'm excuse me, hoping to do a lot more live streaming as part of everything I do. Obviously my my work schedule has changed now that I'm kind of all by myself. So I want to keep things a little irregular. I don't know if I'll ever have a streaming schedule. I believe that's how that's normally done. People know to come at a certain time and place. But I'm a very spontaneous person. I don't know what I'm doing from day to day, you know. Tomorrow, I could ride a river of lava or be baked into a pie. It's the Magic School Bus. But for right now, I'm playing the Slaughtering Grounds live. So anyway, always keep an eye. Always keep an eye on this channel here. Feel free to subscribe if you want. And I'll keep you updated. Obviously, I announce on Twitter and Facebook and all of that. And hopefully, if this archives, sadly, this War of Mine one I did the other day didn't archive. I guess it wasn't set like I thought it was, which is a shame because I had a breakdown while playing it because everyone in the chat was extremely funny. Oh, no, not that one. It's the worst weapon in the game. We don't want to get caught with that one.
Try again.
One thing you note is how the announcer, who says things like, try again, gets quiet sometimes. That's because the voiceover spawns where you are at the time. So if you're running and it talks, it gets quiet because you're moving away from where the voiceover spawned. There we are. You just said, try again. Professional product. Worth every penny. Didn't see it in Steam's Thanksgiving sale. I do hope it made it. Get out of my way.
That's amazing. Try again.
See, it's times like this that I get really insulted that the developer accused me of committing 60 frames of copyright infringement per second. Because it starts at 60, but brother, let me tell you, it doesn't stay at 60. Bendigard Fran 11 says they'd rather play this War of Mine with a full group of Antons than this. You know what? I think this is the kind of game that happens when you have an Anton on the dev team. Like, you're gonna customize the Unity assets in any way, Anton. Yes, I'll get to it tomorrow. I'm feeling very ill right now. I think what I'll do is I'll stay in bed all day, and hopefully I'll be well in the morning. Anton, it's the next day. Have you done those Unity assets yet? No, I'm still very sick. Tomorrow. Could you bring me back a cigarette? And some chicken? Oh, Anton. Again with this.
Awesome. Game over.
I don't give a shit. Oh, there we go. Welcome to level 2. We'll see level 3 in 15 minutes. And then the game will crash. Or at least it did last time. Here we go, we're back at 60 frames per second. That won't last. If you've just joined us, welcome. My name's Jim Sterling, and My live streams don't really have a name. I guess it's just Jimquisition Livestream. I mean, technically I could just call it Jimteractivity again, but I've kept everything branded to just Jimquisition, so I think we'll do that. Anyway, this is the Jimquisition channel, which I set up a while ago and didn't do anything with. I tried Hitbox for a while and then I got bored of that. I will swallow your soul. When in doubt, make a reference to the Evil Dead and hope people think you're just as good. Speaking of Jimquisition branded things, we were going to record it today, but Gavin said he'd be too drunk today. And holy shit! Holy fuck, that's a different enemy! I almost don't want to kill it. This is like seeing a fucking unicorn. I'm sorry, I am so excited. Oh, we'll have to. Lovely. That was incredible. We fought a gargoyle or something. Actually looked like the demon from the old Hero Quest board game. The Chaos Demon. Now, yeah, because I played this before when I did a live stream for the Escapist, and I did a, had a look at the multiplayer, and the multiplayer screen, if you saw it at the beginning of this stream, had all other different enemy models that weren't just zombies. But they're not in the multiplayer game. There's one werewolf somewhere, stuck in a default pose that can't be killed or doesn't attack.
Congratulations.
But they actually threw in a demon. That was exciting. Bullet holes. There's always got to point out the bullet holes in the fucking floating in midair. Those exact same bullet holes that floated in midair were in a different different game. One I played recently. I can't remember what it was. It was some other piece of shit game. Oh, what was it? That grass fucking simulator. Grass simulator, yeah. Ugh. Anyway, what I was saying was... Kabloom. Ah, where were we? Yeah, as I was saying... Kabloom. The Jimquisition podcast is going to go up at the end of this week. Gonna do it today, but Laura was going to a concert and... Gav was said he'd be too drunk by the time Laura was back. But Laura Kate, a freelance games critic who I'm a big fan of, and a almost full-time podcaster. I believe with Jimquisition she'll be on 6 regular podcasts, including a podcast that I guested on, and that's going up either next week or the week after, of her new podcast, Laura's Gaming Butts. Where I spent a long time talking about the butts of the Mario universe. But anyway, it's Laura Kate and Gav, who Escapist fans will know as the Miracle of Sound, an incredibly talented musician who was... he composed the music to Epic Hole, the song I did at the beginning of this year. So, obviously we've got Thanksgiving to get out of the way tomorrow, and then Friday evening at some point I will be recording the inaugural Jimquisition podcast, and I'll be getting that up for your salted pleasures. So I'm very excited about that. It'll be very game themed, and yes, I have to specify that given my my tendency to cover any subject except video games in a podcast. But obviously there's going to be some silliness. Like I said, Laura does a podcast all about arses, more or less. And I do intend at some point to spend part of the Jimquisition podcast's premiere talking about how I think Yves Guillemot, the CEO of Ubisoft, is some sort of elven king, or should be. Now, am I correct in thinking these mountains weren't here when I was back this way? Crazy Cakes, what are your plans for tomorrow, Jim? I was going to say stuff my fat fucking face, but that's not really different from my usual plan. But a bit more, I guess. I'm gonna go to the in-laws' house for a bit. Not stay too long because I don't want to leave Bartleby on his own. Lovely little Bartleby. Not sure if turkey's alright for a dog. If it is, we'll give him a little bit of turkey, but I want to make sure it's alright first. Angel of Dust 337, that is one of the most requested things. Is a t-shirt with Jim fucking Sterling's son on it. I was going to pitch it to the Escapists because I know they had a storefront. But obviously that's something I'd have to look into doing on my own now. Because of the Patreon thing, and again I cannot emphasize how amazing that's been and how incredibly thankful I am to everyone who's been supporting that. Because of the Patreon thing, I feel uncomfortable selling merch at a profit. So I will look into seeing about getting something designed and then see if we can use something that sells it at cost per production value, at cost per order, per production. Because I say it's I've had an unnatural amount of requests for that. I love how the assets stretch in crazy proportions as they fly away. Molahar, there is no goal. There are text. There's a text box at the top left with what the developer calls quests that just repeat over and over again. And that's basically the only impetus you have to keep playing while the time runs out and you get sent to a new level. Rely on Horror TV there. Hello. Big fan of those guys. Rely on Horror actually covered the Slaughtering Ground Stev's behaviour in the fallout of my video. Scott Rely on Horror asking me why I do this to myself. You ask me why I do this to myself, I look at you and this is what I say: there ain't no rest for the wicked. And that's why I play the Wicked's video games and slag the shit out of them. Because good game development don't grow on trees. What the fuck? Come here, you dick. Oh, hello. I wanted to look at him for a second because he was just stood frozen in mid-air. I love how this one's cel-shaded. Look at that. This one, more sort of, I hesitate to use the word realistic. Oh, it's gone now, but you know, typical video game graphics. As he does his weird little loincloth dance. And the other one was cel-shaded, again, just to point at the sheer lack. Try again. The sheer lack of artistic cohesion in the game. But have artistic cohesion when you're not an artist, and indeed you're just using pre-packaged store-bought assets.
Epic.
I Rely on Horror TV didn't hear me talking about him. I said you smelled of poo. That's what I said. Oh. British police officer.
Victory.
Of course, in this game, there are attack animations of the enemies, very bad ones. But they don't actually have to damage you to deal damage. They just have to be near you. This guy looks like Boyd from Brain Dead, or Dead Alive. The Peter Jackson zombie film. One of my favourite films of all time. So the zombies have become friends. It doesn't make much of a difference. I think they have a wider detection area, and the screen goes a bit of a funny colour. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just getting the chat room set up again. Because it went away a minute. Okay, there we are. Sorry about that. Let's get back to it. God, I think I'm getting unwell again. I am the worst for that. Yeah, apologies if I come across as sniffly or anything. I don't know if I'm coming down with something or not. Hardly fucking surprising though, considering this state's idea of weather. Freezing this morning, hot this afternoon, and it's constantly like that. People around here are always getting ill. The fucking climate goes up and down like crazy. Bum 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 bum. Oh god, the fucking music. Yes, Kilson 3. This game is worse than that Shannon Tweed one. Do check my YouTube channel if you want to see the Shannon Tweed game. Shannon Tweed's Attack of the Groupies, it's called. It's an embarrassment to the human race. My wife is playing Dragon Age Inquisition at the moment. She called her main character Barbara Tanner Boyd because she thought it would be funny. I feel like I have to get that out there because I've been in disbelief for several days. So I'd randomly bring that up. Oh, look at him skid across. Look at the zombie fly. Okay, we've got less than 4 minutes before the map changes. Celtic Stag, I may do some more depth. I really like depth. I should really look into perhaps reviewing it. I mean, it's gonna be a quiet period now with game releases, so I can tackle some of the more obscure ones.
Try again.
Some of the games that you know, I may not have had time to get around to doing while all the big quote-unquote AAA stuff was happening. I mean, really, the only game I'm working on from a review right now of any note is Captain Toad. Captain Toad, of course, wants to grip your dick. He's known for it. I don't know what it is. I keep thinking about Captain Toad, and all I can think about is I can't even talk. All I can think about when I think about Captain Toad is the title character going, "Let me grip your dick." You know, Smeagol of the Vile, I believe I downloaded Kerbal Space Program at one time. I was going to do a video of it, and then for some reason or another I never got round to it. Isn't that coming to the PlayStation Network or something? Like, it's coming to consoles, isn't it, Kerbal? Or was that a different space game? Here we go. We see the lovely sunset there, and think we're going to head towards the wilderness, and then, oh, all the mountains pop in. The illusion of freedom and a world outside.
Well.
Bum, 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 bum. God damn it, the music! It gets really infectious. The developer, again in its commentary of my commentary, advised that you turn the music off so you can hear the game's audio cues better. Most developers settle for audio balance. Hell, even I do basic audio balance, and I admit the quality of my videos is shit. But yeah, you can't complain about the music if you don't turn it off. That's how video game criticism works now. My mistake for not working that out sooner. I don't know why I'm going up here. There are no real reasons to. We'll jump down, take no damage. You can jump up and down all the livelong day. This music is actually what you hear in heaven. You'd think it was hell, but no. What they do, they really cut back the budget upstairs. So what they do is when you die, you're forced to listen to this for roughly 500 years. Of course, time becomes more of an abstract concept when you die. Oh, time for the scene change. But yeah, you start off 500 years listening to this, then it stops. Forever. And that's heaven. It's a real lazy way of simulating heaven, but it works, it's effective. Ain't no one complain about a damn fucking thing once 500 years of this music ends. That's all I imagine. That's how I imagine this game was made, was by people going Just two guys sat at a computer sorry, I almost said coding. Sorry, placing assets on a pre-built map and going I think the cel shaded guy is new. I can't tell. Does he die with a stick in his back? Yeah, I think it's like a katana blade or something. Like, I don't know. They're just stealing from The Walking Dead. But where else can you see a British police officer, a medieval monster, a small girl, and a gargoyle in one place? The slaughtering grounds, everybody. Oh, and of course, the Kaiser as well. Let's not forget the Kaiser. So, last time I played this, on this map, it counted down 15 minutes again. And then the game just crashed. So, we're going to see if that happens or if they fix that. I mean, they've claimed that they've put a patch out to change this. I mean, I've seen what may be some new enemy models. And that's about it. Couldn't even be bothered to make the ammo cases fucking rotate yet.
That's incredible.
Yeah. God damn it! I don't even do it on purpose. I don't even purposely start mimicking the music. It just happens. I will crush you. I don't know what that means. I hope it would herald the spawning of a new gargoyle or something. I think that's when I shoot them, a brain spawns next to them to try and simulate the idea of their brain coming out of their head. I swear, you play something like this, and then you play... Holy! Oh, wow! Where'd it go? Oh no, I think I killed it. I guess, it just disappeared. That was amazing! Cheesy Zimbabwe, that's not true. I don't just play shitty games. I played This War of Mine 2 days ago, so nah. And that's not shitty, I gave it a 9... Well, the Jimquisition gave it 9 out of 10. That's a new website, I don't know if you've heard of it, but they do really cool game reviews. I think you should check them out. Alright, full disclosure, I regularly sleep with the editor-in-chief of the Jimquisition.com. In fact, I banged him just today. Spudfella, I'm probably not going to stream Sonic Boom until I find out a way of getting my console set up, because, you know, I live in a house with the consoles in one room and my office stuff in another, and it's a whole thing. I did throw my copy of Shattered Crystal in my office waste paper basket, though, because it was less than an hour of playing before I got to a point where it was making me replay levels to get more medals to unlock new levels, and I was like, how dare you, you arrogant fucking game. A particular issue with Sonic games, that. Oh, people complaining about me using WordPress for the Jimquisition. It's a good base. It's good software. And the site does look a bit WordPressy at the moment, but that, you know, that's going to change. It's still very early days. I want to pretty it up a bit. Not too much, though, because I do like the layout. It's very simple, very clean. Being ad-free and everything as well. It loads really nice and fast. You know, I want to change some of the basic shit on it, but I'm happy with it as a design. So, look at him fly.
Game over.
Yep, I agree with the comments there that talk about the, just how easy it is to read the reviews there. I really like the layout. You know, my reviews look how I want them to look. I took a little bit of what I, learned from layouts and style at Destructoid, a little of what I took from, my work at The Escapist, and it's just a nice, I think the writing style is exactly what I want, the layout is exactly what I want, looks good. It's all on one page, which is glorious to me, you know. Tried to go with one page on The Escapist as one of my big changes when I first went there, but, you know, it's very easy to tell a site that's not already done it to stick to one page. It's very easy to say, you know, well, you could double your page views, but, you know, you don't have to do this, and they'd be fine with that. It's different when it's the other way around, when they were already doing it, and your big decision basically cut the views in half. Again, for an ad-supported model, I understand why they did that, and again, that's part of the reason why, you know, the ad-supported model may not be for me, because I, you know, care entirely about the method of art criticism. Something I'm, you know, very fond of. I'm a fan of the medium of criticism in many forms, and I place that well and truly above all the other stuff. And of course, with the model I have now, using Patreon as a nice sort of you know, what I call a fully optional customization, again, can't talk, fully optional customizable subscription model, I don't have to worry about page views. My only concern with page views now comes from the simple egotistical belief that my views on video games should be read by more people. You know, I want to reach a wide audience for the sake of reaching a wide audience. Because that would just be nice. It would be nice to have a lot of people enjoying my reviews. But there's no business reason to care, which is very freeing for me. You know, my concern gets to be fully on delivering quality and not using the audience as the product. In fact, Total Biscuit has been very upfront when he says that. And it's not necessarily, I mean, you can love your audience as much as you want, but it's not necessarily untrue when he says that the product he sells are you guys, as the audience. I hope I'm not misquoting there, but I believe that's the general explanation is, you know, you get a big audience and they become your bargaining chip because that's what advertisers care about and all of that. But I'm very excited about, you know, online content, not just in video games, but across all mediums. Finding new ways to do this stuff. And I hope I can be a part of that. Fox 009, please turn music off. I will actually do that in a second. Yeah, I'll do it now, actually. There we are. Now I'm gonna get fucking requests to turn it back on. I know how that works. You know what? I need a little break from it, though. I think we all do. For both our sakes, Bill. Oh, for both our sakes. Thank you all for being with me on this Thanksgiving Eve. Tomorrow, of course, is going to be quiet for everyone, but I think I'll probably do just a little Thanksgiving-themed video for the channel tomorrow, for the Jim Sterling channel. Probably, I normally end up just playing Dynasty Warriors while talking. I've got a lot to be thankful for, quite obviously. You know, everyone's support giving me like a real fresh injection of passion for what it is I do and allowing me to pursue something that gives me autonomy and just a way of doing reviews absolutely unclouded by any potential bullshit. And do, obviously, Jimquisition without the risk of ever having to go sponsored or anything. Which is awesome. And not just that, but just the sheer excitement about the stuff I'm doing is infectious as all hell. So I feel more excited about everything I've been doing. Incredibly inspired by the sheer amount of subscribers that have come to my YouTube channel now that Jimquisition's there. 2 weeks ago, when I started doing this, I was at 83,000 subscribers, which I'd accrued over the course of a little over a year, which was already awesome, you know. Someone like me whose work has been primarily off YouTube, as successful as I've been, but primarily off YouTube, spending a year getting that many subscribers, sort of over 80,000, is something I'm incredibly personally thrilled with. But yeah, that was you know, little over 2 weeks ago, and I'm now almost at 94,000, so that was a jump in 10,000 over the course of the 2 weeks, which is just fucking mind-blowing. I remember one comment when I first announced I was moving Jimquisition to my channel. They looked at the average views I get. It was about 10 to 15,000 video for my little squirty plays, and they really had assumed that my career was done. And it was a risk, obviously. I expected a big drop-off in viewing figures just because news... You'd think news travels fast on the internet, but it can move incredibly slowly. There are still people asking me now where Jimquisition is because they don't know it's moved. As much as you announce and promote a thing. But, what was I saying? But yeah, I expected to lose like half of the viewers and then work my way back up. Jimquisition typically got around about 100,000, which is the baseline for success these days. Oh, hello. You know, so it was at the level of, it was a good hit. You know, not the most popular stuff in the world, but I was thrilled with it. And I expected that to halve.
Victory.
The first video will be at 100,000 by now, looking at the rate it was growing. This afternoon I checked, it was less than 500 views away. That's the Reviewbisoft problem episode. And the Sonic Boom one is going up very fast. That's over 70,000 right now views. Like I expected maybe 50. 30 to 50. 50 if I was lucky. And, you know, I wanted to build back up. But the fact that I don't seem to have. I mean, you know, the only difference was it took a little bit slower to get to the baseline views that I kind of feel is you know, the average for the show. But yeah, just jaw-dropping. Fucking jaw-dropping. I don't know if you watched the Bomb in the AM I did with Patrick Clappock. You know, we talked a little bit about imposter syndrome and how a lot of people, especially if they produce work for the public, they oddly often don't have a lot of confidence in what they do. And, you know, I'm the same way. I've got my anxieties, I've got my sense of imposter syndrome and whatnot. And, I guess underestimated some things, and it's amazing. I'm not even concentrating on the fucking game. I'm running like some sort of fucking automaton right now. Automaton. That's how I used to say it before I'd ever heard it pronounced and just saw it read. But anyway, thank you for all of your support, you know. Oh, here we go. Is it going to change? Oh shit, here we go. It's the first map again. And the music's back. But yeah, just to reiterate again, you know, thank you all for the support over the years. You know, whether you're a new viewer of my stuff, or you've been here since the Destructoid days. Oh, there we go. Zvundabist says I'm at 80,000 views on the Sonic Boom episode. Sonic Gloom, as I call it. Oh god, that's the chat fucking closed again. Bear with me. No, I don't want to sign in, you fucking idiot. God damn it. There we are. Bear with me.
You lose.
But anyway, thank you for all that, is what I'm saying. And that's regardless of your level of involvement, you know. There's a reason why I have no rewards and no stretch goals and no gated content on the Patreon page. It's because, you know, there's no class system in the community that I've tried to, you know, that I feel has built up around my work. And I do feel it can be